Hey guys, it's Purnima here. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I was thinking of sharing my experience on a new trend that has been taken over nail businesses, nail trend everywhere. All the salons are doing it. It's such a hot product right now, and it's called the dip nail. And I just wanna tell you that it is dangerous, and I am going to elaborate more on this. Why is it so dangerous? If you are doing dip, you need to be careful if you're doing it at home, or you are the person are more effective, the person who's actually performing the process of dip nails. If you're doing it on other people, is I think it's more harmful to you. So just in case if you don't know what dip nail is and what is dip powder, dip powder is a type of acrylic nail trend that is happening right now. It is applied on your fingernails, either on your natural nails or with the extensions, fake nails. It's a product that comes in a little jar and is for your fingernails. It's a new trend, and what you do is you have little bottles of 4 steps, sometimes 5 depending on what brand it is, and then you have a powder that is in a jar. And what you do is there are steps to the little bottles. You put on your nails, and then you put your nails into the product, the powder, and then the powder is sticks to the liquid that you put on before you put your finger into the powder. It adheres, goes on, sticks to the liquid, and it's very, it's very popular right now. Everyone's doing it, but it just started near our where I live. It's a hot new thing, and a lot of salons don't know how to do it, but they're still learning and still doing it. But the more you do it, and the more harmful for you is. I feel like that the liquid that comes, the 4 or 5 steps. I mean, there's several steps, but the bottles are like for number 1 through 4 at least are the most important ones, and number 2 and number 4 are very strong, and those are part of the harmful liquid, plus the powder too. But you have to be careful how you put it on. Make sure you wear a mask. I started doing dip 2 years ago, and in the beginning I didn't know how, and I just was trying to scrape the top of the dip, and that's what you do. You buff off the first layer of the dip, and then you wrap it up with the acetone, and then you wait and it melts, and you just take it off. So I was doing the filing, the buffing, and I started developing this thing that people are calling allergy. And I've never had allergy in my whole life, and I developed this mild sneezing here and there, and so I was like, it's not a big deal, I'll just take allergy pills. And I was taking allergy pills for that, and as I became experienced in the dip world, dip nail, as I learned more and I became expert, I was doing a lot more dip nails. And so once I started doing it, I just started developing more of the symptoms, and it just became stronger and stronger to very extreme. And I feel like it's not allergy. It is more than it's something else. It's more than allergy, because at a certain point my allergy pills wasn't even working, and I started getting sore throat. I started getting, at first it was started with sneezing and then runny nose, and at this, every time I did dip, any process of dip, I was wearing mask. So even though I was wearing mask, it still was happening to me. And so started sneezing, started coughing, runny nose. The nose would just like run through, and it was like watery, and it just at points that you can't even stop. It was really fast, and then sore throat. I felt like I had sore throat all the time, and you could feel it right here in your throat. I feel like I can like taste the powder, and it was like, and then it was dry cough all the time, and the cough became more and more stronger, and my stomach started to hurt from, you know, coughing, because it's a lot for your stomach when you cough, those muscles. And eventually I started throwing up all the time, and I couldn't sleep at nighttime. My nose was all stuffy, and every time I would cough, I would throw up, and to the extreme. And then what my breaking point was, like, it went to the extreme to my whole body went just crazy. And it's just like, my period, I had my period for a whole month, and that's when I'm like, I just stopped doing dip. And I did not want to do dip, because, you know, I couldn't believe my period went for a whole month, and while I'm having all these other symptoms, my body went out of control. And it was, you know, it's such a hot product that I feel like no one is really talking about it, and there's not a lot of information on anywhere, and how dip is very harmful, and and plus it's harmful, and also because you have the jar and you keep dipping your fingers, every client using the same jar, it can cause infections. There are many infections are coming from that, because you have bacteria under your nails, and what if somebody comes in with cuts and stuff in their finger, and they're still dipping it, and then you go dip your finger into the powder? It's just, you know, you're just spreading bacteria everywhere, and infection can happen that way. And many people have gotten a lot of infections from dip powder. But my concern is for people who are deciding to do it at home. And I know there are a lot of people doing it at home, and I feel that they need to know that you have to be careful, wear a mask, even though I think by wearing a mask, the symptoms can delay. I don't think wearing a mask will stop you from not getting all the symptoms, because I think it just delays it. I think it takes longer to get those symptoms, because if you don't wear a mask, of course, you know, all the powder is going on your face, so you're most likely faster to get the symptoms. But if you wear a mask, you are protecting yourself for the long run. so it will take you longer to get those symptoms, but it will not stop. It's just, you know, the product is very strong. The liquid, the little bottles are very, very strong chemicals, and if you, a lot of times, you cannot, it burns your eyes when you have the liquid too close to your eyes. So I wasn't able to apply the liquid without wearing my glasses because it would burn my eyes. So when you did the powder and stuff, your eyes will like start getting foggy, and you know, because you should wear glasses or goggles or something also if you are applying at home. But mainly what I'm saying, that I feel like you shouldn't do them at home. You should, if you really, really want to get done, you should go to a salon and get it done. But I think that it's more harmful for people, for like nail technicians, more people who are doing it at home more, because especially for nail technician, they're doing it all day long, 7 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever it is. It is very, very dangerous. People, I know that you know, say that it's allergy, you know, but I think it's more than that. And people cough, and blood comes out, and you know, that's really scary. And I just wanna people who don't know any of this to be aware that the risk you're taking to do dip at home, or you know, I think people who are going to get dip, I think they're less risk to get the symptoms, because you are just going like twice a month or something. And but if you are very sensitive to chemicals and stuff like that, you're most likely to be to catch those symptoms easy. It is very, very harmful, dip powder. I highly do not recommend you doing it. And if you have children, please don't have these products around them or anywhere near them, because it is just, after, you know, my period went crazy, I stopped. And you know, it took me 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get back to normal. But you know, next month I had regular cycle of my period, and I look normal. I don't have those symptoms anymore. It is miserable. It's very, very, I was very sick. I was nauseous all the time. I would puke all the time. I was just very sick from doing dip. So I just wanted to warn people out there, because there's not information out there how people are affecting by nail technicians are being affected by doing dip powder. And so you know, this is my experience. I am speaking from experience. I've been nail technician for more than 10 years, and you know, I've never experienced anything like this before. Dip powder is a type of acrylic, but acrylic is like old-fashioned and dip is brand new thing. There's not a lot of information about what's in the product either, what kind of chemicals they are. So that's another red signal that, you know, you should just, I don't ever do dip. I don't even do it on my fingernails. It's a dip powder. It's a form of, you can do it, you can add in tips on your nails, or you can do it on your natural nails. Like if you want extensions, you can. And I mean, it is popular because it looks cool, and you can do extension to your nails, and you can do all sorts of kind of designs and forms of dip nails, like ombre and marbles and stuff like that. And but you know, the people are suffering. People are not speaking out there that they are suffering from doing dip powder. It is very harmful to the person who is applying the applications on to another person. You know, after watching this video, if you are if you had these experience, let me know. You know, or if you're scared that this is going on to you and you need some support, I am here. I have, you know, all the social media. I'm on YouTube, I am on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, all the social media I have. So I think pretty much I covered it. I just wanted to let you guys know that if you are doing dip powder, wear a mask, even though, you know, it's, I mean, I pretty much think that you shouldn't do it, but because of my experience, I will never ever do dip powder on me or on somebody. I don't even want it in my house. It is very, very dangerous. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.